Hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today we are going to be doing something by request. I've had several folks ask me what kind of rain gear I wear. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not necessarily saying I'm 100% satisfied with my rain gear, but that said, I am satisfied with what we paid for it and the effectiveness of it. So in that sense, I'm satisfied with it. Is it going to be what I stick with through the winter time and the rainy season here in Florida? Possibly not. I am checking out the Rocket RS2 rain gear, and I'll talk about that here in just a little while. But if you would do me a favor before we get started, if you would subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and help the channel grow. I really would appreciate it. All right, so without further ado, let's talk about what I wear and how I carry it and how I stow it away. So let's check this out. So, rain gear. You can see, it just simply says, Coach Bob's Rain Gear. This is an old hiking bag that I have that I use, and it works very, very well. It's just a little stuff sack, and that's what I use to put my rain gear in. Likewise, Coach Vic's, we have a stuff sack for her gear as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this the star of the show and not me. Here's the rain jacket. It's really nothing special. It is a Columbia jacket. I'm going to open it up, show you the model and everything that's in here. So it's just a basic Columbia sportswear jacket. It's a rain jacket. We got it at Academy Sports. Let's look at the jacket itself, talk about what it has and what it doesn't have. So this jacket now has Velcro closures on the arms so that you can snug it up around your wristband, so that you don't get water leakage up in your sleeve. Single zipper right here, and does not have a Velcro flap that closes up like a lot of the motorcycle specific rain jackets. However, I did not find that to be a problem. I simply zipper all the way up. Then it has a hat that comes along, it's built into the collar. I take that hat, run it right over the big old noggin there, put the helmet on right over the top of it. That way if water runs down the back of my head, runs right down the back of the jacket. Now this jacket I put on outside of my actual Rocket jacket also. So I will have two jackets on when I'm wearing this. It has an internal pocket that I would not trust to be waterproof with a foam. And it has two external pockets, all that will zipper open and closed. So there's the jacket. I will drop a link and a description of it down below and how much we actually paid for this. I'll even maybe put something like right across here so you can see that. Now, the pants. The pants there again, just a basic rain gear pant. This is made by Magellan Outdoors. Also, we picked this up at Academy Sports. There's the breakdown of what it is right there. So Magellan Outdoors, this is a large size. I am 6'2", 200-ish pounds, depending on what time of year it is. And this will fit comfortably over a pair of jeans. And I have a 34-inch inseam, runs all the way down to my boot. Now, then as far as putting it in a bag, I roll it up. So I take my stuff sack, drop it in there. I always put the pants in first, and there's a reason for that. 90% of the time when I'm riding and it starts to drizzle, rain or something, I want to get my jacket out first. Put this hat back in here. See, we're pretty quick at this kind of stuff. We used it a lot on our main trip. Take this jacket, and I just simply take it, and as the name implies, it is a stuff sack. Take it, and I simply stuff it in the sack. Just like that. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, Coach, that was about 4 minutes. You got to give me more than that. You have to give me more information than that. Let me give you a brief synopsis of my philosophy when it comes to rain gear. Does it keep me dry? And will it meet my needs based on the climate that I ride in? The answer is yes. So a very, very simple thing. Can you do a lot more research? I would expect you to do a lot more research. I'm going to drop a little information right. I'm going to drop a little video right here about the Joe Rocket RS2, and we are going to talk about that. That is probably going to be my purchase. I will be dropping some pictures of the Joe Rocket RS2 rain suit in here. The Joe Rocket RS2 is quite a nice rain suit. I have actually held one in my hand, and therefore I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to tell you, I do like the Harley rain suits. I wore a Harley rain suit years ago. I have no problem riding a CanAm while wearing a Harley rain suit. There would be some that would go, that's a sacrilege, Coach Bob. You should never do that. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Again, the efficiency and effectiveness of a rain suit is all that matters to me. I don't care what it says on it. I really don't care what it looks like. What matters to me is, am I dry when it's cold, and am I freezing my rear end off? And if I'm dry and not freezing, I'm good to go. So the Joe Rocket suit, here's what it does. 100% waterproof polyester with a PVC backing. Now what that means is it's not going to be very, very breathable, as most rain suits are not. I'm going to tell you the only issue I have with my Columbia rain jacket is that it does get, we'll say, steamy inside. I don't like that, and it's very difficult to find a really good rain jacket that does not do that. But the RS2 has a big zipper lining that opens up across the back so that you have a flap that goes over the top of an interior flap, and therefore air can get in and out without you getting wet. I like the idea of that. Has two large outer pockets that are gusseted so that you can fit more things in them. Like I said, has the variable flow ventilation on the back. Has a material that goes around the collar. That's another thing on the Columbia. The collar is simply the rain fabric, and I did notice a little rub spot on my neck that would get a little raw as the wind would buffet it. So therefore, I like that corduroy liner that's right around the neck of the Joe Rocket. Could that be a possible problem if water got in there and it absorbed in that? It could be, but I'm thinking that the design looks a little better to me. It's designed for a motorcycle, not just a rain jacket. Has a full nylon comfort liner. Has an elastic waistband and Velcro closures around the wrist and the cuffs. Also has some nice pops of reflectivity on the arms and across the back, across the chest. Comes in a variety of colors as far as the black with other accents, red, orange, blue, that sort of thing. It comes with a pair of pants that are 100% waterproof. They also have a zippered gusset on the lower leg to easily go over a boot. The Magellans that I have also do that. I really don't have a whole lot of problem with the Magellan pants, other than the fact I wish they were a little bit heavier in cool climates. The Joe Rockets also have a material that is melt resistant if you get too close to an exhaust pipe. And the pants likewise have reflective pops there. Right now, Revzilla has those suits on sale for a large or an extra large, which is what I would wear. I want to say they're $72, $73. That's the jacket and the pants, which I think is a pretty good deal. The Columbia rain jackets are $45. The Magellan rain pants are $19.99, so $20. So $45 and $20, $55, $65 for another $7 to $10. You can get the Joe Rocket suit, which I think is superior in design, heavier duty material, more breathable in the summertime, warmer in the colder climates, and has more features to offer for a 10 spot. It's kind of hard to go wrong with that. So I'm showing you what I have while recommending you something that I am purchasing. Again, Revzilla has them on sale right now. I'll drop a link to that. I get nothing from Revzilla other than the fact that I believe in their efficiency and their shipping, and they have done me very, very well. Their prices are always good, and they're always Johnny on the spot. I like that. When riding in the rain and you're trying to stay dry, it can be very, very frustrating. So let's talk a little bit about what we need to be careful of when we're riding, not just in our rain gear itself, but in maybe some of the preparation and knowing how things work. So I'm going to grab a motorcycle helmet and I'm going to show you a couple of things. These are things that Coach Vic discovered when we were on our trip that were, we'll just say they were quite unsettling for her and things that were very frustrating for her as we were riding along. Now remember this, when you're riding and you get cold, you're going to get, I won't say confused, but you can get a little frustrated to where you're not really as attentive as you normally would be. Create in your mind a checklist that you go through. Jacket, pants, helmet. The helmet thing, let's talk about that. This is a Shoei Neotech 2. You can see you have a chin vent here and you have a top vent here. Those are the only two vents that you can open and close on this particular helmet. If this vent is down and this vent is back, water is going to get in the top and water is going to get in there. You're not really going to feel it a whole lot. Certainly if you have your hood up. What you are going to do is that water is going to start working its way down into your collar and get your clothes wet. And that means a pretty miserable ride. And if you don't remember the configuration of how to close it, then you will have a mess. The way I described it to Coach Vic, push everything towards your nose. The chin vent goes up towards your nose. This comes down towards your nose. So boom, boom. And if you do that, you'll be high and dry with the Neotech 2. But helmets operate differently. Think about that, because I'm telling you, if you're on a long haul ride and you're wet, it can get quite miserable. The other thing, rain gloves, rain booties. I don't think there's any particular brand out there that has a corner on the market that is the best. Nelson Rig has some good booties that go over your shoes. They look pretty good. They're reasonably priced. I'll see if I can't drop a tag somewhere in here. There are a ton of companies that make this stuff. But the rain suit of the research that I have done, best bang for the buck, unless I just happen to run across something here in the next few weeks, the Joe Rocket RS2 is going to be the one for me. Now, I know that is a really, really short video and pretty cut and dry. Get it dry? Yes, it's dry, and that's what you want to be when you're out riding in the rain. So make sure you check your gear out, make sure it fits you properly, that it's nice and snug in the neck area, around the wrists, and it is zipped nice and tight. You want the jacket to go over the top of the pants so that when the water runs down over the jacket, it does not run down into the waistband of your pants. Because I can tell you, if your jacket's tucked in your pants, you're going to have a wet booty, and that ain't no fun. Personally, I don't like wearing weather gloves. When I say weather gloves, I'm talking about a glove that goes over the top of the gloves that I wear on my motorcycle. I like to have as direct a contact with the motorcycle as I possibly can. Therefore, I try to carry at least 2 pairs of gloves whenever I go on a big trip. That way, in the event of a big downpour and it's cold, I can change the gloves out. I have considered purchasing some different rain gloves. If I do something in the future, I'll certainly let you know. But where I am right now, I haven't had a need for anything other than the gloves that I wear. And the heated grips on the Spider, I've never been really miserable as far as that goes. If the heated grips weren't there, probably be a different story. All right, well, there you have it. A little bit of rain gear and a little bit of information, hopefully to make your life just a tad sweeter. So do me a favor, go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself, and remember, if you're not having fun, you are most definitely doing it wrong. Now we'll see you on the road real soon.